open house orientation at East Garner Magnet Middle School for 7th grade. I'm Mr. Klinksko, the assistant principal. I'll do more of a big introduction in a little bit, but right now I'm going to let the Tigers team begin their presentation. So give me just a second to get the presentation going. So I'm going to present now. And let's see, there it is. All right, Ms. Best, I'm going to let you get started.
Thank you, Mr. Clinkscales. Welcome, 7th grade students, to East Garner Magnet Middle School for our returning students and our new students, and welcome to the Tigers team. We are so glad and so proud to be your teachers. We cannot wait to get to know you as we go through this school year together.
As always, we start our year off with a mission and a vision. Our vision for East Garner Middle School is to be a diverse community which fosters a safe and equitable environment that values relationships, collaboration, and high expectations, developing long life learners and leaders who are responsible global citizens. Our mission statement is to provide our students with 21st century tools necessary to become lifelong learners and responsible global citizens. And our goal is to promote at least 85% its year 3 students academically proficient and meeting promotional standards.
And here we have a welcome video from our PTSA, our Parent Teacher Association, and we're going to play that as they welcome you to our school. Are we able to get it going?
It is. I think I know what's going on. You have to give me 1 second. I think my presentation mode should have probably had a quick check. We will make sure that link is live, and so for at the time being, I'm going to return back to the slideshow and let us keep going. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Clinkscales.
Thank you.
Well, my name is Mr. Groth, and I'm going to share with you the general school information. If you need to get in touch with the main office, the number is listed there, 919-662-2339. The school hours, when we get back to doing more of a regular school, will be from 8:15 to 3 o'clock. The school website is also here. That's a very important website. All the information you need about the school is located there. The remote learning launch page, your Wake ID portal. Every student has a Wake ID. And this Wake ID portal is very important because we'll be doing a lot of our instruction through Google Classroom, and they have to access Google Classroom through their Wake ID portal. And the website for the Wake ID portal is listed right here. There's also a website for you parents that the school has created, and the website is listed right there. So if parents, if you want to write those down, I'll give you a second to write those down if you need to.
All right. And again, if you have any questions, we'll have this on our East Garner Magnet Middle School webpage as well. All right. Okay.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Dawkins, so I will be your science teacher. As you guys probably saw in your email either last night or this morning, you are a Tiger, so you are on the best team at East Garner Middle School. There are some characteristics that we as your teachers feel like are essential to being a Tiger. Some of those are well-roundedness, so that means that we want you to participate, we want you to be involved in as many things as you can on campus. I know this is a really different year for us, but once things get back up and rolling, we want you to be an active participant on our hall and getting involved in as many things as you can. We also want you to be disciplined, and this doesn't necessarily mean not getting in trouble necessarily, but it also means that you have the self-discipline to get your work done in a timely manner, to make sure you're managing your time appropriately, to make sure you are interacting with your friends in a polite, calm way. Obviously, we also want you guys to be critical thinkers. That means you're thinking outside of the box. If the question isn't a yes or no, true or false, you are using your own brain and thinking of what it possibly could be beyond that. Critical thinking is so essential in all 4 of our classes, and we know that you as Tigers have that capability. We also need you guys to be leaders, because Tigers are alpha species. They are the top of the food chain, and we want to make sure that you guys are making sure that you are leaders on our hall and on our team and in our core classes. So if you notice that your friends or your peers or your classmates are struggling with something, you are stepping in and filling in that gap where we might not be available. At the same time, you're presenting as much as you can, you're collaborating with us, you're talking with us. We want to make sure that you guys are leaders. And lastly, we want to make sure that you all are upstanders. We know that everyone isn't always as polite as they should be, but if you notice some injustice going on, we really want you to stand up for those people that may not be treated the way they should, because Tigers are awesome people. You're on the best team, and we just want to have the best character possible.
And we are not going to stress it enough. We can't stress it enough. You are on the best team, and now you're getting ready to meet the best teachers at East Garner. So my name is Miss Beth, and I will be your math teacher this year. I'm entering into my 7th year of teaching overall, but I'm entering into my 4th year at East Garner. A fun fact about me is that I will outdance you any day. So do not try me in person. I like to have fun, so we're going to have a good time on the Tigers team. Here listed, you have my Google Classroom codes. So whenever you have your schedule, my codes and my classroom are already set up for your convenience. And at the bottom there, you see my email address, which is asbest@wcpss.net. On the side, you'll see some facts about me. I'm a member of 2 sororities, Tau Beta Sigma, National Honorary Band Sorority Incorporated, and Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I'm also a graduate of Hampton University, where I earned my undergrad, and Grand Canyon University, where I earned my master's degree.
Hi, I'm Mr. Page. I'll be the English as a Second Language teacher, ESL teacher. I've been teaching for 10 years, but this will be my first year at East Garner Magnet Middle School, so I'm super excited to be here, especially on the Tigers team. Fun fact, I was in the Army, and I also learned Spanish growing up, and I studied I studied abroad in Spain in college because I loved it so much. And I have two children, one little boy, Hudson, who's 4, and one little girl, Isabel, who's 2. Go ahead and look at the Google Classroom codes. Make sure that you choose the right one for A day or B day. So I have it divided by 6A. So if you're in 6th grade on A day, you'll put in that code. If you have me B day, you'll put in the other code. And I look forward to seeing you in class.
Hi, I'm Mr. Growth, and I'm the social studies teacher for the Tigers. I've been teaching for 24 years. I've been at East Garner Magnet Middle for 18 years. I went to Florida State University, go Seminoles. And a couple of little things about me. I've been married for 20 years. I have 2 children. One, my daughter's a sophomore in college, and my son is a rising sophomore in high school. So I've got 2 sophomores, and my kids are both sophomores. My email is right here, tgrowth@wcpss.net. And once again, my name is pronounced Growth, Mr. Growth. Have a good day.
Hi, my name is Ms. Voitko, and I am your 7th grade ELA Tigers team teacher. I've been teaching for about 17 years. I came to East Garner Middle last year at the end of the year, so I'm excited to be back. I am from a small town just outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, but Pittsburgh is my team. You can see that your class codes are down below. I'm sure that there will be tons more that we get to talk about and get to interact with later. I can't wait to actually meet all of you.
Hi again, I'm Miss Dawkins, so I will be your science teacher for the Tigers team. This is my 6th year teaching, and it's technically my 3rd year at East Garner, even though I taught 8th grade a few years ago when I was previously living here. Fun fact, I've actually been a vegan for 2 years now, so I'm prepared for all the shade you're going to throw me for my dietary choices. It's okay. My email address is listed below. It is edawkins@wcpss.net. And of course, Google Classroom, as everyone else has shared, is linked below as well. I'm very excited to work with you guys. This is my first year in 7th grade. It's some awesome curriculum, and I cannot wait to share it with you.
Hi guys, I'm Miss Quick. I'm the math intervention teacher here at East Garner. I do 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. On your schedule, you may see mathletics. That would be me. That means I am there to offer you more assistance with your core math. I've been teaching for 16 years. After being a teacher assistant for 5, this is my 4th year at East Garner Magnet Middle School. Fun fact, one thing I'm missing so dearly, before the pandemic, I would get away every other weekend with 4 friends and do a sleepover for the weekend. I am a graduate of North Carolina Central University, go Eagles, and I enjoy traveling with my daughter and just doing things with my friends. So I'm glad you're here. My email address is at the bottom if you have any math questions.
Hello all, I'm Mr. Berwanger. I'll be teaching CTE, Exploring Engineering and Design. It's a new course to East Garner this year, so I'm excited for that. I've been in education for 15 years. A lot of my time I've spent at Avisboro Elementary, so I might have had some of you there. This is my 2nd year, however, at East Garner. Fun fact, I'm a carpenter all summer and partly on the weekends too, so that's what I do when I'm not teaching. I also have 2 daughters, which keep me quite busy, being 1 and 3 years old. My email's right there, aberwanger@wcpss.net, and you can see the Google Classroom codes listed below.
Hey, Ms. Kingston, I believe your mic is muted.
Sorry, can you hear me now? I'll re-plug myself in. Oh, perfect. Sorry about that. My plug wasn't totally in all the way. My name is Caitlin Kingston, and I'm one of our exceptional children's teacher working with students with special needs. I work with 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students on a extended content standards. Fun fact, I guess I was born in Canada. If you need any assistance, my email is listed right here. It was nice to meet everybody.
My name is Mr. Red. I'm one of the 5 health and PE teachers we have here at East Garner Middle School. This is my 24th year teaching, my 2nd year at East Garner Middle School. A fun fact, I guess, maybe not a fun fact, is I have 2 part-time jobs that I do on the weekend to make ends meet from a teacher's salary. And the Google Classroom code for 2A and 2B is there. And just because I saw Pittsburgh Steelers emblem earlier, I had to put a Baltimore Ravens on mine and a Baltimore Orioles because I'm an Orioles fan and a Ravens fan. Go Ravens. Go Orioles. Thanks.
All right, so I get the pleasure to introduce our administration here. Our head principal here, school principal, is Mr. Jimmy Spizzato. He's been at East Garner for 3 years. Fun fact about him, he's the youngest of 8 kids. Great guy, really easy to talk to. Huge Tar Heel fan, just like wait, not just like our next administrator here. Take it away, Mr. Klingscale.
Yeah, thank you for that additional NC State slide, and I won't take much time on that because everybody knows my support is. Hey guys, I'm Mr. Klingscales. I am your 7th grade, or as we're going to refer to as year 2 assistant principal. I am getting ready to start my 7th year here at East Garner Magnet Middle School. My background real quick is a math educator at Broughton High School and NC State, and then I came back here to be an administrator. Fun fact is I'm also a musician on the side. I love to play the piano and the organ. It's awesome to see you guys. I want to give you 2 words to think about just from my seat because I know we got short on time. I want you to be relentless in the work you do and be diligent in all the work that you do. Deliberate, diligent, and relentless. Have a great year. East Side.
Good afternoon, Tiger Scholars. Welcome, welcome, welcome to year 2. You guys are on the best team with the best teachers. They are awesome. I am Miss Caldwell, the proud counselor for year 2. I've been at East Garner for 6 years. Counseling is a second career for me. I came out of the business world a few years ago, so I decided to go back and do my master's in counseling. I am a mother of 5 beautiful children. They range from ages 13 through 30. I have 2 grandchildren, 2.5 and 6. I just celebrated my 31st anniversary 2 days ago. A fun fact about me, I am from the Bronx, New York, and my superpower is great hugs. So I'm giving you guys all the virtual hug and loves. My email address is wcaldwell@wcpss.net. Have a good day.
All right, we have student services here and support staff here for the families here at East Garner, the students and the parents. Listed below, Ms. Alexis Lisenby. She's our parent family engagement coach. She's the one that sends out talking points. You may get an email from her, but she's that liaison between the parent to us and us to you. We also have Melinda Rupert, our school psychologist. She's the person that reaches out when students need to be tested. She's one to do those extra services as well. Miss Kelly Crickmore is our school nurse. She handles all medications that students need to have here at school. So she is the contact person that will that will reach you via email or phone call to make sure correct paperwork is in place so you can have your meds here at school. We also have Martha Galito in student services. She handles all students that are being transferred in, change of phone numbers, anything of the sort. She will contact you or you can contact her. Her email address is here. Mr. Tyrone Ruffin is our data manager. He's the person to make sure attendance is correct. If your student is absent from school, please do send in a note to make sure that child has an excused absence. It will go directly to him and he will change it in the system. We also have Ms. Jeanette McNeil, our school social worker. She handles anything that you may need at home, any concerns here. She's the go-to person for that. And then we now have Sean Taylor. We have an intervention counselor. He will reach out to you if any services as far as academic or social needs. Our email addresses are there to contact.
If you guys have any questions about special education services, Miss Kat Sofalowski or Miss S is the person that you'll contact. Her email address is posted right here. If you have any questions about limited English proficiency, Mr. Page and Miss Messenger, their emails are not here, but if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and they'll get back to you.
So we are a part of one of the Plan B teams here. So if you look directly in the middle, you'll see our remote learning, virtual academy student schedule. And so you will have homeroom, your core 1 elective, core 2 lunch, core 3, and then at the bottom, kind of covered up, you'll see core 4. You will receive additional information about your cores at your orientation. But should you have any questions prior to or any questions at all, please feel free to contact any of the Tigers teachers.
Okay, communication is key. We know that there's a lot of information being presented here, and there's a lot of new things that you have to learn. So parents, please use talking points as your communication tool to be able to contact anybody that you need to get in contact with. And as your Tigers team, we are always here to help.
You're on mute, Mr. Gross.
I get to talk about lunch at lunchtime. Wow. All right, lunch procedures. Lunch hours are from 11:45 to 1 o'clock every day. The way lunch is going to look like, at least at the start of the year, there's going to be lunch pickups. The East Garner Magnet Middle School carpool line, which is out front where the flagpole is. And if you have any questions about school lunches or the meal program or anything, the lady to contact is Miss Keisha. Oh, hold on. My screen is not showing her name, full name. Miss Keisha.
Keisha Brown.
Brown. Here it is. Okay, Miss Keisha Brown. And the website, her email address is right there. cns404@wcpss.net. And that's who you would contact if you have any questions about the meal program.
One second. There we go.
So since we are starting this school year virtually, it is essential that we have working technology, especially since we will be spending the next 2 weeks with orientation completely remote. So if you guys have any issues with a laptop, or if you need one, or as well as a hotspot, Miss Lisenby is the person to contact at our school. Her email address is listed below. Miss Farrell can also be contacted. If you guys have any questions about Google apps like Google Classroom, Google Slides, Google Docs, Google anything, they can help you with that as well in case one of us are not available. But we're always available. But if you have a specific technology question, those two ladies are your go-to.
So here we have 2 tutorials, and we'll also send this out in an email, but just for parents and families who need a refresher or a training on Google Classroom or Canvas, these 2 links will take you to a tutorial. And if you have further questions, again, you may contact any teacher.
All right, guys. So coming next week, starting Monday, we have expectations for online learning. Please bring your own device if you can. Microphone must be off. Your video, we definitely encourage you to cut your camera on. But if you are uncomfortable, it's fine. You can cut your camera off. And the biggest thing is we want you to definitely follow our East Garner dress code. That means, look at us. We have on our East Garner t-shirts looking quite nice. So we encourage this type of attire. Check your emails daily. We want you to log in early. Log in at least 5 or 10 minutes before time. Go ahead, check your emails. See what we've already sent you, because the biggest thing is we're going to be checking for attendance at the beginning of our session and definitely at the end of our session. Our chat box is one of the expectations. Click it, ask us any questions in the chat box. If we want you to unmute, we will let you know, unmute and speak. But we really want you engaged. We want you to be awake. We want you to ask questions. We want you to have that energy, because the more energy you have, the faster the time will go by. Our daily classroom routines. And this is once you come back in for Plan B, okay? So that means when you're in the building, we just have a few expectations that we've set as a team. Our restroom. We're not going to interrupt the whole class. We're going to show you the sign language sign. It's just holding your hand up with your finger in between And when we see this, we're just going to nod our head and we're going to keep going. We're going to continue our same expectation as last year, before 10 and after 10. That means you use the restroom before that tardy bell rings, and 10 minutes before the bell rings to move to your next class. Those are the times that you can use the restroom. Of course, no tardies. We are expecting tigers because you're no longer year 1, you are year 2, you're older, you're stronger, you're more mature. When we want you to be in class on time, that means you're not at our door when the bell rings. You're like at your seat and you're looking at us like, what's up? We're ready. All right. Because of what's going on, we are definitely going to continue to have our safe social distancing. We're going to make sure we are still speaking to each other, but we are at a distance, making sure we have our face mask on. We have it over our mouth and over our nose. All right. So looking forward to doing all this when Plan B goes into effect.
Before the start of school on Monday, here's a list of things to make sure that you do to make sure your students are ready for the first day of school. Make sure you download the Talking Points app. Make sure you have access to Power Schools, including and making sure your students able to log into their Wake ID and email. And please update any contact information. If you need any assistance for the beginning of the school year, please contact any Tiger teacher and make sure that your students have all necessary supplies as well.
All right, so our question slide. If you have any questions, we are expecting questions. This is a weird year we're experiencing, so please contact any one of your Tiger teachers. We'd be more than happy to assist you. And I know all of us are really looking forward to meeting you all.
And so I think I get the privilege of closing out real quick, and we are running at the end of our time. I will say that a lot of you had a chance to post questions to our Google site, and we will be glad to answer those. We do start school on Monday. We do expect every student to be in attendance. Every student will be virtual, so check back on the East Garner website for your links. Check your Power School accounts, as you've heard, for your schedules. If there's any scheduling questions, please direct your questions to either Mr. Clinkscales, myself, or Mrs. Caldwell so we can take a look at that. We are on a limited basis just because we only have basically one elective every other day, or should say this, they have electives every day, but they're going to rotate every other day. So we have a lot of things to work through in regards to that. I do believe we are at the end of our program. So we're going to say thank you to you guys for joining with us. We are looking forward to year 2 and making this a great year. I'm going to have everybody on the Tigers team give a real quick wave to everybody. And we look forward to seeing you guys virtually on Monday.
Tigers!
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 Tigers!